Welcome back. Sorry, let me get adjusted. Welcome back to another episode of Coaching Caffeine and Comedy, and I'm your host, Haley Kobza.
And I'm Lena.
So fun fact, we've sold quite a few tickets for our upcoming event.
So exciting. This is going to be such a great night.
Yeah, I mean, no pressure on Lena.
Pressure taken.
I'm just going to be up there like petting her and being like, you got this, girl.
Yep.
It'll be a really fun night though. So if you do want to come, make sure that you guys give Sainers a call and get
Buy your
ticket.
table.
Or your table. My gosh. Yeah. Cause I don't know, how many tables did they say we had left?
Maybe 4, 5.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, gather up your friends.
Yep.
Or your girlfriends.
Plan a night out. Yeah. Either with a group of girls, maybe your Bible study group, your spouse and some good friends.
Bible study? Is it going to be?
Well, I feel like everything in life needs to be a little colorful.
That's exact.
And open-minded.
And open-minded.
Yes.
These are some good Christian words there.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yep. So head out. September 9th. Get there.
We're probably scaring the person that we have in studio today because he's like, so am I not allowed to say my normal vocab? Yep. But today in studio, we have a super awesome person that was a part. I mean, I always still think if you were a part of McCook Community College ever, you're still a part of our family, but was a part of McCook Community College. Lo and behold, though, he has moved on. I'm not going to say to bigger and better things because that's all in McCook, but no matter what, he's going to do great. So today we're going to talk to Kevin Kaalberg, which you guys, if you do listen to our podcast, you know that we had his daughter on here not too long ago. So rock and roll. Okay, here we go. We forgot to tell you, Kevin, you're going to be really close to that mic.
Yep.
Yeah, with your mouth. Not your body, your mouth.
It all helps.
Well, my mouth's attached to my body.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
All right, here we go. Yep. It's going to be a great day in the hot box.
I just need to start with my daughter doesn't know what she's talking about, so whatever she said.
You haven't listened yet?
No, he doesn't even know what like a podcast is.
I do too. I listen to podcasts all the time.
Just not this one.
I listen to Iowa Hawkeye podcasts.
What? Where's Iowa?
Heaven.
Oh, perception is what perception is, correct?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So today we have Kevin Kaalberg with us. He previous NCC softball coach, and now where are you headed?
Southeastern Community College. It's in Burlington, Iowa. It's right on the river.
Is that where Burlington Coat Factory is?
No, it's not.
This is going to be great.
This is going to be great.
It's going to be so
I love that
good.
you're already beeping yourself out by just moving away from the
when
mic.
You mouth away, yeah, you know it's good.
No, it is not. I'm just going to say that I have no idea, but I'm going to say no.
Oh my gosh.
I like his confidence.
Okay, so you don't listen to our episodes, so this is going to be really fun for you. We always do like a fun little warm up for all of our. What are you?
Guest.
I don't.
Jeez.
I have not even drink more water.
Yeah.
So we're going to do like a mad minute. So I'm going to ask you some random questions, and then you're just going to, first thing that comes to the top of your head, say it. It's
all
okay.
right.
And you...
Anything.
It's
fine.
It's fine.
Yes.
We
Take the kids out of the room.
Yeah, we don't...
It's go time.
Yeah, I've already prepped. Okay. Ready? What song would be your theme song?
Oh, it's got to be AC/DC.
Oh. Okay. Which one?
Thunderstruck or Back in Black, one of those two. Hawkeyes have Back in Black. I'll take Thunderstruck.
Gosh, so much Iowa love in here.
Yeah, there
I need to
is.
go visit this state.
Well, not
There's
really,
no
but
reason to
moving on.
go.
Go Hawks.
Go. Okay. If you could swap lives with one of your friends, who would it be? Do you have friends? That was a bad question.
Not in McCook.
I have to think about which ones are my friends.
I know.
And no, I wouldn't. I'm a softball coach. It's what I do. I love it.
Oh, yes.
That's so awesome.
Who knows the most secrets about you?
Whew.
Oh, gosh.
The most secrets about me. Oh, probably my cousin, Dan.
Okay. Good friends?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hang out all the time. But
Did you grow up together?
Yeah.
Kids? Oh, fun.
Okay.
But we hung out more as we got older, and probably I would go with Dan.
Okay. I need to get a hold of this Dan to find out some stuff.
He'd be a riot. You'd
Yeah?
love him on your podcast.
Yeah?
I'm not kidding. He's an English teacher,
Oh, even better.
and he's a wordsmith, man. He knows what he's doing. But he's funny. He's a good guy.
So you didn't get those genetics.
No,
Hang on.
I did not.
Okay. If you had to get a tattoo today, what would it be? You can say Copes. That's fine. No. Okay.
I would have to find a saying that I really believe in to put on. This one on my left arm.
I always want to know, what does that mean?
So I got this before I came out to McCook when I was deciding if I was coming out. And it means if you want change, you must invite chaos.
Oh, that's so good.
My wife picked it out. She said, "This is you."
Yes.
Because I couldn't decide, and I was worried about, I've never been this far away from my kids, and I was kind of a train wreck, but I'm a train wreck most days.
Amen.
But yeah, that's what that means. And then I got, of course, the Hawkeye on my other one. Go Hawks.
I never realized that's what
I thought it was like an army or
he
some military.
bleeds Iowa.
I know.
Good
I knew that's what it was, but I wasn't going to give it credit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a military bird of some kind.
he looks like.
So yeah, I would go
he
with
does.
something saying that means something in my life.
Okay. What is your nickname?
I don't have one.
No. Okay. That you know about?
Oh no, behind my back, there's some
Don't know.
doozies.
Yeah, my bad. What is your favorite topic to talk about?
Sports.
Hawkeye football. Right?
Uh-huh.
We can go Hawkeye basketball if you want to do that instead of Hawkeye football.
Are these like pro teams?
No, it's Iowa, University of Iowa.
It's okay. Skip.
Okay,
Go.
stop. Okay, next
Get
question.
out from under your rock.
Which family member are you closest to? Your cousin.
Yeah, I would say my cousin. Yeah.
Okay. What is a habit that you've picked up from your parents?
Probably lack of patience.
Oh.
So it's really not my fault that I don't have any patience.
Yeah. Got to keep this episode short.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Ask good questions. Oh, gosh.
Exactly.
What is one goal you have for the near future?
Well, I've probably already lived longer than people thought I would based on my past. So, that goal is kind of done. Well, I want to have fun.
Okay.
I want, you got to have, and I'll be back closer to my family, and I want to have fun. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
What is one fact every friend should know about you?
You mean besides I'm awesome?
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah.
Besides that one.
Besides that one.
So I don't let many people get close to me.
Okay.
But those that are, I'll go to the ends of earth to help them.
Oh,
And that includes my players. They get close to me because I'm their coach.
Right.
And we become family. So
Yeah.
that's
there's nothing I won't do to help
Yeah,
them.
that's sweet.
Gosh, this is going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
If you were going to die tomorrow,
Oh.
what would you do today?
Hot wings
And beer.
and beer.
Yes.
And he's here.
And
So-
he's here. Yeah.
I
this.
make sure my family was here
Uh-huh.
and hot wings and beer. And man, let's have fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate. Let's have a good time. And yeah, I'm not a complicated person.
No, you're not. What is one concept you can't understand no matter how hard you try?
Those
Look at him. He's
that don't think you have to put in effort and don't want to work. I don't get it.
Oh my gosh.
I-
Amen.
It drives me crazy. I have zero patience for it. Get over the entitled thing, or whatever it caused you to believe this.
Yeah.
But I hate it.
Yeah. Well, that was a great way to start.
That was really good. I like that.
That was. I'm feeling.
That was the first time for me being in the room when you did one of those like that.
Yeah.
one. I liked it.
That was.
Yeah. Good
That
stuff.
was deep. That
It
was deep.
It was.
So Kevin, let's get started from because we ended up getting to know each other because we were like coworkers, I guess. And I think
You
stop.
do work there then?
You stop.
Okay,
that.
just checking.
You stop that right now. I'm gonna.
I used to get that same thing when I worked there
Yeah.
too. So it's fine.
Yeah.
I've texted Coach Olson many times and asked if we still have volleyball
by
coach.
Lanta. Why? This is Title IX. I'm the only female, so I'm just kidding. I wouldn't trade working with these guys any day. So one of the coolest things I think about you, and it's like really inspiring, is the fact that before you came to McCook, you were not a college coach. You were
I did a showcase travel ball and high school ball.
And what was your main job?
Oh, main job? I was finance director at the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics.
You were a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
I think this is so huge.
It is.
So huge.
So, yeah. Like
leave the money behind, follow your dreams, do something that like you love and you're passionate about. And like after watching, like I just happened to be there when a practice was going on because my daughter was having practice, and I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Like the level of intensity of the practice, I was like, this is different.
Mm-hmm.
This is something different.
Mm-hmm.
And then to find out you hadn't coached, like, I mean, you'd coached before, but you hadn't coached college, like,
right.
And that this was your thing now was, wow.
And that was pretty much, right? Like why you decided to jump in and like, let's try to get a college job.
Yes. My wife told me I better start doing what I love. Otherwise, I wasn't going to make it. Because I loved what I did. I love working with numbers and doing profit loss analysis and all of that stuff. It's interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also about the people you're working around.
Right.
And there were some changes at the hospital. And, you know, I can work with any type of person. I have worked for any type, multiple personalities. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start working for a bad person, that's just a bad person. Not that they can't supervise. It's just they're a bad person. And it was causing, you know, a lot of anxiety. And my wife said, you got to get out. And she said, if you could do anything you wanted, what would you do? So that's easy. Coach college softball. And then I just laughed because I'm like, I'm never coaching college softball.
Yeah.
My wife found this job out in McCook.
Good job.
She's the one that sent it to me.
Kudos.
She said, you need to apply.
Andrea.
I said, where the hell's McCook?
Right?
Hurtful, but yeah.
It's Southwest Nebraska, the suburbs.
Yeah, that is love, though.
It is. Like
Someone
that's how you know it
loves
works.
you more than the paycheck. And you say that, and you're kind of like, well, yeah, everybody does. No, they don't.
Yeah.
Like there's a lifestyle you're used to living. There's a way you've done things, but to care about somebody's like mental, physical, you know, because it comes physical health, that's huge. So good job, wife.
Yes, Andrea is a very sweet person. She puts up with a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Obviously, we see it sitting in the room.
I'm a treasure. I am a treasure.
Poor Lena has only met you for like 20 minutes. I'm telling you this.
A treasure you dig very, very deep for and then wonder, was this worth it? No.
Yeah, Andrea literally has been given a packet of gold tickets into heaven for dealing with this man.
Yep.
I'm just telling
no
you.
offense.
Oh, no, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. And what another awesome thing. So you're never going to coach college softball. You just said that. But the fact that there has to be a place, a college that takes a chance on somebody that doesn't have it. Like, so, you know, you might get like 10, 15, 20 different applicants or whatever that you're in your top. But then there's that one person that didn't have any college coaching experience. McCook took, I think, one of the best. I mean, that you were a phenomenal choice.
Obviously, he has it.
Yeah,
he didn't have it on paper.
Right.
Yeah, like you're saying that. Yeah.
All it took.
I got turned down from a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't even get interviews. I didn't even get phone calls saying we're not going to bring you in.
But that's because people, I think, they were afraid to take a chance. And I think that's one thing that I love that McCook Community College took a chance on you, because I think that they saw like you were willing to give up something for your passion. And there's a difference in coaches that coach to coach and coaches that coach for passion and because they love the sport. And lo and behold, you're freaking, don't get a big head in here or anything. It's a small room. You're a badass.
Crazy. I'm nuts.
You're a badass. Like you did stuff that McCook softball has never done before. You guys recently just won the Region 9 championship.
Yep.
Never been done.
That's players. I don't swing. I don't field the ball. That's all the players.
Right. But
good group
you were
of
their
kids.
coach. And we got a host region, whatever.
Yeah. We were the
tournament.
Won the regular season, so we get to host the region tournament. So that was exciting for the kids. And I was excited for them because they got to play at home.
Yeah.
It wasn't, us little people, the low levels. Our tournament got canceled because the big dogs got the fields. Really, it was our big one home tournament, and then never mind. We don't matter right now.
Which it was such a cool thing, though. No, such a cool thing, and you did that. Even your players were the ones. Coaches, we just put the people on the field or the court, and then it's up to them and the things that we taught them. But
I make Maddie do everything.
Yeah. Poor sweet Maddie. Everyone's already listened to that episode, so they know what we're dealing
Maddie,
with.
My butt.
Oh no, we listened to it twice. I felt the pain. Yes.
I know that poor girl. She's like,
it's my dad.
Yeah, my dad.
Yeah.
Which is also another awesome thing. You two work together so well.
Oh, we do.
Or, do you work?
Yeah, because at some point she gets mad and says, "No, listen."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Right.
It takes quite a while, but what most fun I've ever had, and I have had a blast out here. But when I coached Showcase Travel Ball, it was me, my son, and my daughter, all three of us. My son was my pitching coach, and Maddie did the hitting, and I just walked around, and then I went drinking with the parents afterwards.
Sounds about right.
But
and when my kids play softball, come coach.
And then my wife ran everything. She was the director of softball operations. That's her title. Oh. She set up hotels. This is who we're calling. This is where we're going. I just followed people around. Mm-hmm. But that's what we did. It was a family thing.
Right.
And we loved it.
That's amazing.
My oldest daughter, she couldn't. She's raising 2 little boys. Can't wait to get back there and see them.
Wait, you're a grandpa?
Yeah. I'm Poppy. They call me Poppy.
Oh my gosh, Poppy. Poppy. That softens everything about it.
It does. Oh my God. I bet you're a good grandpa.
I am.
Poppy
I
is a good
encourage.
Poppy. Yes,
I encourage them to do things wrong, and their mom gets mad at me.
I bet exactly. Yeah, which makes a good Poppy.
Yes.
But no, it was a family thing, and we loved doing it because we all enjoyed it.
And you got into softball because of Maddie, right?
Right. My oldest daughter. No, my oldest daughter played.
Because she played because Maddie played at the same school that she did.
Yep.
And so you started coaching your older daughter's team?
I coached her for 1 year. And then that wasn't, no.
Bad idea.
I have one of those too.
But I had Maddie since she was like 11.
So how did you get to be knowledgeable about softball? Because clearly you didn't play.
This head is loaded with information. Almost all of it useless.
Yeah.
No. Every year I go to coaching clinics because I want to keep learning, but then I take advantage of it and I sit down and talk to coaches at the Division I level. Why do you do this? What's the purpose behind it? And they're number one, they're so smart, and they make you feel not intentionally, but feel stupid because they say, well, you should do this and here's why. And that's easy. Why didn't I think of that?
Right.
But they want to share information. I mean, they're incredible people that they want to share and they want to help others. Mm-hmm. But I've been doing that for, I don't know, over 10 years, 15 years.
And every year you just get a little bit smarter.
Well, you would think I would get smarter.
Right. Brain's going to run out of space here before too long.
But my mentor, former University of Iowa coach, Gail Blevins, she's in multiple Hall of Fames. And she's still... she's retired, but there's still schools that call her and do conference calls with her just to pick her brain on stuff. But she's an even better person than she is a coach. Mm-hmm. But I've spent a ton of time with her. She was in Iowa City. And I took Maddie to her for hitting lessons. And that's where we started to get to know each other. And then I was friends with some of her former players. Mm-hmm. And so then had that connection. Coach Blevins taught me a ton. I wouldn't be anywhere without Coach Blevins.
She must be a saint also for dealing with you.
Oh, she is. She's incredible. But you see, we have lunch together and we talk. She doesn't have to be around me that much.
Oh, just a quick out. Yeah. Is that community everywhere or just softball? Like, is that kind of community? Like, do you get that kind of support with volleyball coaches? Like, I don't know if I've heard that before.
I mean, you can go to like volleyball things and it's like you almost have to be like, it's kind of like, I don't know. But maybe I feel like I'm friendly and I try to make friends with like lots of different people.
But do you have a lot of people sharing the wisdom of the sport?
If you pay them.
Okay. Really? I mean, like, I feel like that's a unique thing.
To that point on sharing wisdom, true story. I'm sitting beside Patrick Murphy, University of Alabama coach, and we're talking because his mother lived 45 minutes from me in Iowa. So we had that connection, but then we were talking strategy, and Coach Weekly, University of Tennessee, comes by, and they're in the same conference. Murphy stops talking to me, which I can't believe he did that. And he said, "Hey, Coach, I have a slapper for you because Tennessee loves slappers." And Murphy does, but Tennessee's always got him. He said, "I'd love to have her. I just don't have room. She's that good." And he gave her the information.
Yeah.
And she walked away, and I said, you're going to have to play against this kid.
Right.
He said, "Oh, yeah, she's a great kid."
But just helping a kid
They just
out.
want to help each other. And in the SEC, which is, the best softball conference, they share that stuff. And they share ideas with each other. Yep, on the field, competitive as hell. But they do those things, and that is what blew me away a long time ago. And that's when I knew, they'll do anything.
Yeah.
All you got to do is have the guts to walk up and talk to them.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Lena, she's super disappointed that you're leaving because I'm like,
disappointed.
and I told you this, like I wish you would have done camps and stuff. And because this is, I think.
Well, I was gone a lot in the summer to work camps.
Right.
Sure.
I know, but still.
And recruit.
When you do work,
Yeah.
your real job, you could have done something for the community.
I have one that loves the game, and I didn't grow up in softball, and so I was like, yes, we have something amazing going on in McCook.
Yes.
This is awesome. We can go to the experts and ask questions, and then, boom, bomb drops.
I think you're using a really big word there. When experts.
Well, I know.
Kaalberg.
I feel like when he's in the
Maddie,
room,
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
stroke the ego a little. Why would
I always get a kick out of, and Maddie does a great job, and she knows what she's doing. She's really good. But when she tries to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, who taught you?
Yeah.
Yes.
But no, she does. She's smart. She's learned a lot over the years. She's went with me. Reed has went with me to the coaching clinics, just to learn and understand this is what they're doing now. And that's the biggest thing I think high school coaches miss. And I know a lot of places your coach is your math teacher or science teacher, whatever. But those that really want to do it, or their ego is such, like, I'm a great coach, number one, get over it. We're all dumb. They're teaching things that haven't been taught in 15 years. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, when's the last time, if you don't want to take advice, and I don't go like, hey, everybody should listen to me. I'm not that smart. I'm really not. I mean, most days I'm an idiot. But why wouldn't you ask what's happened, or what are they teaching now? So many high school coaches, and even travel ball. When's the last time you talked to a college coach? Division I, Division II, Division III. There's great Division III, NAI, doesn't matter. You know who the good ones are because they have good programs. Mm-hmm. When's the last time you asked anybody?
No kidding.
Yeah.
University of Missouri. You can email her. I'm losing her name. She's also the pitching coach there. You can email her. She'll send you a video. Here's how you'd fix that pitch.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I mean,
I think it's more or less just not being afraid to talk.
right.
Like, talk and make connections.
And there's some out there that think,
they know
I'm
everything.
smart as hell.
Yeah.
I have a great program, so
Right.
I'm smart. At the high school level, you have great athletes.
Yeah. They need to be taught other things and like, you need to also be learning as well.
Yeah. And they can just out-athlete the other team.
Right. Yeah. Very good. I'm sorry. Do you feel cold air?
Yeah, it actually feels cool in here
I'm
now.
like, what is...
I know. I don't
That
know.
must be because, Cobes, all your hot air's coming this way because I don't feel it.
Gosh.
Maybe it's because we didn't let that oscillate. Is that the word? Where it
Maybe
moves
that's
side to
what
side.
it was.
It's just coming this
Fan,
way.
yeah.
That's why.
And just so all you listeners know, they get a fan, and I'm sitting here sweating.
True.
You were out in the sun all day. You're a
Yeah, this has
softball
got to feel
coach.
better in here.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
Not
love
by
being
much.
outside. I'd rather be outside, even in the
Yeah,
heat.
I know.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Not
Doesn't
me.
he not look like he puts baby oil on and goes out and
Oh,
coaches?
yeah,
and
that
look how
tan.
tan he
I
is.
don't put baby oil
I'm
on.
like, yeah, the first time I
Sure.
saw this guy, I was like,
I know.
what the?
I
Do you
was
go to a
accused-
tanning bed?
Accelerator.
I was,
That's
I
what
was,
they call
yeah,
it.
I was accused of going to a tanning bed.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to be in a coffin soon enough. I'm not going to lay in one ahead of time. don't need to get sized for it or anything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
No
but I
time,
want to go back to the thing that your wife said, and when you were like trying to figure this whole thing out. You were working for somebody, that whole struggle, but what else was going on? Like, what else made you could have went and did what you were doing in a lot of other places. You could have still done accounting.
Yep.
But like you went so far the other direction. I want to understand where that came into play.
Well, part of it was when I wasn't at work at the university, I was at a softball field.
Got it.
I gave private lessons, and one of our travel ball teams. I had kids from the northern part of Iowa, central Iowa, and southern Iowa. Well, some organizations say, okay, yep, I gathered these kids together. We'll meet at the tournament, and that's when they see each other. Mm-hmm. Or that's when and then you work on your own. I don't think that's fair to the kids. So one night a week, I would drive to northern Iowa, work with that group of kids that was up there. One night a week, I'd drive to southern Iowa, work with them. And one night a week, central Iowa, I would stay there and work with those kids. So I knew that we were teaching something.
Sure.
It wasn't just, hey, I'm a great coach, I have these kids. Oh, you haven't worked with them a day in your life. Mm-hmm. So I was always at a field and always doing something with softball.
Now, could that not have been a lucrative thing? Like just staying with like the private lessons and...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Except if you play for me, I don't charge you.
Oh.
And actually, I had kids that didn't play for me.
Gosh, I like you even more now. I didn't realize you were that nice.
Well,
there's people that make a lot of money. There's people that make a lot of money. I
Yeah.
couldn't charge people. I'm not that smart. You're spending time with me. You're gonna need a counselor, number one. but I couldn't charge them. It's just me.
You just did it because you loved it.
Yeah. And they want to learn, and man, those are the best kids to be around. I had a blast doing lessons. I had a blast.
That's awesome.
So it could have been lucrative.
If you don't recruit 40 All-Americans after this podcast, I'm going to be really disappointed in you.
Can I have you send it to some players?
Yes.
Oh, that's a great
That's a good idea. I'll send you
Yeah.
the link so
Yeah.
then you can share it since you don't know where to find it. But
Yeah,
oh
whoops.
gosh,
Yeah, he
Oh,
obviously
whoops.
does not. Yeah,
I'll have
but that's
Maddie.
okay.
I'll have Maddie
Yeah.
show you.
I would say that's awkward, but I don't have a conscience. So
Oh,
yeah,
I
that's
know.
shining through.
And this is why all of his little people would need therapy afterwards.
Tell me, there had to be a time somewhere along the lane with lessons that you had to go to a parent and be like, maybe this just isn't for them. Or maybe you never had that conversation, but were there times that you're just like, I don't know if they're meant to play or do,
any conversation was, because I would never tell a kid not to play.
Awesome.
It was lowering the parents' expectations. So when I talk to them, it's like, you got to relax a little bit. Depending whether it was their age, whether it was, they just started.
Right.
You got to relax, or otherwise they're going to quit.
Yeah.
Because you just
Right.
keep harping. I had a player. I met her when she was in 6th grade. I think 6th. She was a right-handed hitter. She was fast, but she wasn't that good of a hitter. So slapping, which you do from the left side, you just knock the ball onto the ground and outrun it. If you're not fast, you're not a slapper.
Okay.
And so I talked to her about it, and she said,
Wait. So if you're not a good hitter, then you turn into a slapper?
no.
Okay. Continue.
But this kid, with her speed,
Right. She would have been good.
I'm like, oh, you're a slapper. You can be a slapper if you want. Yes, I want to be a slapper. So I had to talk to mom and dad. Okay, here's what's going to happen. We're doing this for a year. You get mad and you say, well, this game you're going to hit from the right side. I'm done. Oh. Because it's going to take you a year to try and get comfortable.
To be a slapper.
Yep.
Yeah.
You deal with the outs and just deal with it. Dad, stand by the dugout. She'd get out in the game. Well, this is working out really well. And he was a nice guy,
Yeah,
but he would
right.
just get mad because
Yeah.
so that was 6th grade. And she stuck with it. And I hit with her. In the winter, they would put up a small cage in their basement, and I would go over to their house and hit with her. But her 8th grade year, she made, I think it was second or third team All-State as an 8th grader.
Wow.
And
that's cool.
The dad was like, okay, I guess this worked out okay.
Yeah.
And now she's she got a scholarship at a D2 school in Missouri.
See, and that's a perfect story. Just to like parents, the coaches know what they're like. Not all coaches, but
yeah,
coaches know what they're doing.
Oh, parents are terrible.
Yeah, and we're just gonna say it like it is.
Oh,
I was.
Tell us how you feel, Kevin.
I went to scout for my travel ball team. I went to scout a pitcher, and I go and I sit down in the front row. And she goes out and she's pitching, and I hear a guy chirping behind me. I'm like, wow, this fan's a pain in the ass. She was in the middle of an inning. He made a comment about a pitch she threw. She had a discussion with him. Well, I was throwing this. And I'm like, oh, shit, that's her dad.
Oh, my.
And she was a pretty good pitcher.
Yeah.
I got up and left. I didn't even talk to her, nothing. I just got up, left. I'm done. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think she went, I can't remember if she went Division II or lower Division I. But she was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need this crap.
Right.
No.
I mean, parents,
Have you ever had any parent? You've been in McCook for 2 years. Any parenting at the college level that you're just like,
Oh, no, they don't bother me here. I don't talk to parents.
they're afraid of you?
They're not afraid of me.
Yes, they
I am
are.
a very personable person. No, the parents have been really good.
That's good.
I'm not saying they always agree with me, but
Right.
what are they going to say? It's not high school or travel ball.
Right. So at your new job, I'm assuming you're taking Maddie.
Oh, shit, yes.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
It's disappointing.
I'm gonna go. You can finish
Yeah,
this one.
you can finish.
Are you gonna pack and move to Burlington? It's right on the river, man.
Oh,
you can go
no,
boating all the time.
We can't do that.
Bunch of places to eat wings.
Gosh, it sounds hot over there.
Oh, humid maybe
Maybe
too.
humid?
It's humid.
Yeah, it sounds.
It will
humid.
be humid,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's all right.
Yeah.
for you.
Great.
I'm gonna sweat anyway, so then I can just say it's the humidity.
I would think, okay, having your daughter, to me, would be like, I mean, it's the blessing and the curse all in one, but knowing she's going to be like honest with you because she doesn't have to hold anything back. Like you've been her coach, you've been her dad. I would think that would be just like, tell it to me straight. And is that the harder thing or is that like,
Oh no, I prefer that.
Yeah, I
And
don't think so.
A lot of times she doesn't even have to say it. I see the expression on her face, and I just say, "Okay, what did I screw up?" Because I saw the look, and so I relate. It may be. I don't know. It might be hard for her. I don't know. I hope it's not. But for me, a lot of times it's just I see the look on her face, and I'm like, "Yeah, I screwed that up."
But like the play you called, the way you executed it, like what you said, or
Yeah, sometimes what I said. I mean, I love my kids, my players. I love them to death. And I love to have fun, but I'm competitive.
sure.
And I've apologized to players after a game. Say I approached that the wrong way. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
But them knowing when I screw up and I know it, they're gonna know because I'm just gonna tell them.
Right.
I did that for my pitcher. Last year, her parents were here, and mom's freak. But so I call pitches based on the batter's swing. I see their swing and say, okay, there's a hole in the swing. We're going to throw this pitch. And I called a drop ball outside. Called the drop ball, and I went, uh-oh. And Maddie said, what do you mean, uh-oh? I said, yeah, I shouldn't have called her. She's got a golf swing. So she's going to go down and come back up. And I said, Maddie said, so change it. I said, we're ahead. Let's see what happens. Girl ropes it to right center field on a dime, hits the fence, gets a triple. And the other team's going crazy. And I was like, okay, whatever. But I waited until the screaming was done. And then I got up, walked out towards the foul line, and I said, O'Neill, I said, that was a great pitch. Man, that thing fell off the table. I said, it was a terrible call. I said, that was all my fault. Because there's a chance that somebody was going to yell at her. I'm just like, no, I'm the one that screwed that one up. I'll take blame for it.
Wow.
So, but you do that for the kids, and you don't just do it. I don't do it to make myself feel better. It's they have to trust me. And when I screw up, and I admit it, it's okay if you screw up, but I expect you to admit it and own it,
Right.
and then we move on.
Right.
So.
I think that's one thing about Kevin. You're a good coach, and you're going to just become better every year. But I think you're very honest with all your players, no matter what. Like, they're going to be able to tell if, like, you're upset or happy. Like, where your nonverbals are pretty strong. I've watched you coach.
I've heard that.
Yeah. I mean, there's been times like, geez, thank God there's a fence here.
Yeah.
But on that, you have great teams. And so there's a part of me, I remember, like, after this last season, I don't know who I was talking with. I said, I feel like I need to be, like, more, not, like, your players love you, but they also hate you as well. You take that with a grain of salt.
I sleep with both eyes open.
Yeah. But the struggles are, like, they might not like you today because you were tough on them and you let them know the honest truth, but then they became winners. And so, if that makes sense, and a lot of teams today, like, I feel like in our league, it's like that. The coaches, it's a love-hate relationship, but they're really successful. And so for me, I'm like, I think I need to turn it up a little bit and be a little bit more honest and tell them like it is. They don't need to like me.
I tell every recruit, and with their parents with them,
mm-hmm.
At some point you will leave practice, and probably multiple times, but at some point you will leave practice and my name's something more creative than coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And those are the nicknames you don't know about.
I said, but what you have to understand is I'm not going to yell at you. You need to do better and walk away.
Right.
I'm going to stand right there and help you.
Mm-hmm.
You may wish I'd walk away.
Right.
But either me or Coach Maddie is going to be standing there. I need more out of you today on this. We need to get over the hump. And so I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to push you.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the days where,
Yeah. And they become successful because of that.
And they bond.
Exactly.
This last year's team took half the year to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when they started playing well. And we made some changes.
And the fact, you've never seen this side of Kevin. He's so emotional.
I couldn't imagine.
No, like, emotional.
Okay.
I love my kids.
I mean, tears.
Like tears? Oh, no.
I'm telling you, Poppy Kevin comes out.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so
I just, like, remember the
sweet.
first time at our athletic banquet, and I'm like, and Clay's like, well, you don't cry ever. And I'm like, I don't know why Kevin's they're crying.
You'd think the room would be cooler with your
Oh,
ice.
that's when I was talking about Maddie.
Yeah.
Oh.
They have it's a pretty
That's my
sweet
kid.
relationship. I know. It's
But no, I cry in front of the players.
I know. Yeah.
It's what I feel.
Yeah.
That's
and so
outstanding.
like his passion for the game is he wears it.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell.
Yeah.
He loves the sport.
Yeah. Doesn't
And
hold
so
back.
like at the end of the day, no matter, like, I don't know, players come talk to me no matter what, and I'm like, you're talking about a coach that loves the freaking game. Like, I don't give two shits. I'm just gonna listen to you. But, like, this man loves the game.
Right.
Loves it. So, and you have an awesome support system too.
Yes. Absolutely.
Maddie, Andrea, your son.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you moved here, your whole family didn't come with you? Like,
No, they were, my son and my oldest daughter are both teachers back in Iowa.
okay.
They teach special ed,
Okay.
and they coach.
Got it.
But Maddie came out here with me.
Which, I mean, they're adult children, but did your wife come?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that was
Eventually.
great.
It took her a while to get a job, didn't it?
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
stuck her with getting the house sold,
Yeah.
Right.
and
I
then
can
she had
understand
to
that.
find a job out
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was out here for a while by myself.
Right.
I don't do well.
No. And on
You just
top
started
of
to fall
that,
apart.
which this was like COVID when you came.
Yes.
He had a really scary situation. Do you mind talking about that a little bit?
Well, that's fine.
So his wife, Andrea, she ended up getting COVID really bad. Right?
Yeah, she was in the hospital for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't good.
She was
And-
here in McCook?
No.
Yeah,
Or she was
they took her. I took her to the hospital here in McCook. They transported her to
Kearney?
North Platte.
North Platte?
Mhm.
Okay.
But at one point, the doctor doctor was supposed to call every day because I couldn't go up there, and she said, we're not sure what to do." I said, "I don't understand what that means." Well, if she doesn't get a transfusion, we don't know what next steps are. I said, "No, you have to have a plan." And then, we're where my lack of patience came in. And I felt bad afterwards, like after Andrea was okay.
Right.
Not then.
Yeah, right.
Months after.
But I kind of blew a gasket. I don't know why she stayed on the phone. It became a one-sided conversation. But I said, "You're a doctor. You have to have a plan. If this doesn't work, we're doing this. If that," I said, "It's A, B, C, D." Mm-hmm. And she said, "No, we're at the point where we don't know." Mm-hmm. So I may have referenced them as something other than intelligent.
Yeah.
And that she should be at a different hospital. She said, "Well, she can't get transported anywhere." But no, they did it. They made her better. So I'm obviously incredibly thankful for that. But it was it was not pretty.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It was a rough.
And it was right after she got here.
Yeah, it was like she just moved here, and then Kevin was gone, and it was like, what's going on? And it was a bad deal.
Yeah.
It was a bad deal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
But yeah, you're a good family guy, and so it's like, yeah, your family didn't move out here with you, but you guys have been together, like your kids and Andrea, for forever.
I told my son, I said, we talk more now when I was out here.
Yeah.
Because he lived like 15 minutes from me.
Right.
He said, "Well, I always knew you were there, so if I needed you," but we FaceTimed every day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, in my oldest daughter, we talk, but it's not the same as being there. But we talked, we made it work.
When you were thinking of leaving, did you already know that you wanted your daughter to go with you, or how did that?
Yes.
Yeah. That was like a non-negotiable for you, that like she would go.
I didn't know if she was going to.
Oh, okay.
And she didn't tell me until like I was getting ready to leave, because I thought, shit, I'm going to have to get out there and then find a coach. Who in the hell do I know out there? I'm not going to find anybody.
And that would work with you.
Oh, yeah. 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 Man.
Sweet baby Jesus. Thank God. Maddie's going.
I would have went through one a week.
Yeah, literally. The things they would have said.
But yeah, then just before I left, she said she wanted to come out. And I'm like, oh, thank Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. But that's why I, like thanking Maddie at the athletic banquet, why I get emotional. I'm not easy to get along with. Mm-hmm. I demand a lot. Mm-hmm. I don't demand more than what I'm going to give, but I can be fairly demanding at times.
Right.
Like, I want it now. Like, no, I've changed my mind. Mm-hmm. It's too bad you couldn't read it. But no, she does a great job.
But also like on Maddie's part, you're her dad and you're her boss. So like, yeah, that probably is a little tough at times. But on that note, you guys are also super close. Like,
oh yeah,
I feel like you guys probably tell each other everything.
No, I bet there's things she doesn't tell me.
Or that, yeah, I bet, yeah, true.
But
like I know
that.
I know that.
Yeah,
I know
okay,
that.
Whatever.
But I just know, like, sometimes, like, I'll piss you off for whatever I do, and I'll call Maddie. I'm like, has your dad said anything about me yet? And she'll be like, oh my God, yeah, just let him cool down for 48 hours. And I'm like, okay, well, I didn't mean it like that. Like, dang. So sensitive.
It's usually when I go over and I realize she hasn't been in her office all week.
Good.
Right. I can understand.
That's when I text Coach Olson and say, hey, does volleyball coach still work here?
Yeah. Does she even do her job anymore?
Yeah.
But no, Maddie does. She does. She probably reads me better than I read her. Because I'm more of a boom, I just react. And then I say things. And then I figure it out instead of waiting.
Right.
Let's make sure I have the words correct before I say it. So I end up saying it like twice. But no, she does a really good job with it. It's a lot of fun having her.
That's awesome.
Reed's at Southeastern, since we're so close, Reed's going to drive down twice a week and work with my pitchers.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, that's
so cool.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And then we'll go out for wings each time.
Yeah, of course.
Wings and beer.
Yep.
Telling you, man.
Yeah. The funny thing about...
That's the only two food groups you need, wings and beer.
Kevin.
Well,
I've learned so much from Kevin. Like, I live here. I didn't know one. Like, Sargers serve pizza on, like, Tuesdays.
Oh, my God, it's good.
Yeah. Kevin's like, oh, Tuesday, beer and pizza.
If you've had your tetanus shot, it is the best place in town to go for a good time. But if you haven't, I'd steer.
And what do you do? Tequila's on what night? Thursday.
That's the
dollar taco and $1.50 margaritas.
I just learned about
he
that.
knows
6 months
everything.
ago. I know.
Like
I can't
he knows
believe
like every night. Like
that's amazing.
So if you decide you don't want pizza on Tuesday nights at Sarge's, it's the only night they make it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's the best pizza I've had.
Okay.
Anyway, if you decide you don't want pizza, if my car's not at Sarge's, it's at Copper Mill because they have the burger special on Tuesday nights.
Oh yeah, those are
Their
good.
burgers are really good.
Those are really good.
I love that Kevin. He just knows.
Well, you're a community college coach.
Yeah.
You're living on a budget. Like,
That's
like
right,
you're like
yeah.
you're wheeling and dealing. You're driving around finding the deals.
So like, Monday and Wednesday, we eat at home.
Oh, that's the one night Andrea has to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Monday and
2.
Wednesday.
Okay, 2 nights. Yeah.
But Tuesday, Thursday, and then Friday is automatically sit-up. Because you got to have wings on Friday night.
Yeah,
that's so funny. Gosh, these
They have good
businesses
wings.
are going to be losing a lot of money.
Yeah.
We would get it. Chuck would give us our own high top. He'd put a reserve sign on
This
our Friday.
is the best part. The fact that he knows the waiter's name.
Yeah, he's like, the bartender.
Yeah.
That's the
Chuck's
bartender.
Chuck the bartender. Shout out, Chuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's the best bartender ever.
He is. He's so
Oh,
good.
that's nice.
I remember when Chuck worked out at the marina.
Oh yes,
really?
that's right.
I loved the marina.
How did we not cross paths out there? I don't understand that.
We probably
We would have had to have maybe.
I don't know,
played
like
the same
because I
games.
used to play on Cherry's team and Crick and Nothnagel. That was BC before
You
children.
were that. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we would,
Kobza was probably out there during the day when most people are working.
Exactly. Oh, amen. Yep.
Gosh,
She's
here
setting up
we
office.
go.
So she was
Here
like,
we go.
COVID? What do you mean? People are just now working from home? I've been doing that forever.
when COVID started, I was like, I will go back to work. I will risk my life because I was already off for maternity leave.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. I understand. What is something you want to be known for? Like when your players are talking about you, what is something you really want them to have taken away from your coaching style?
Good question.
Thank you.
Family.
Oh, goal.
Treat each other the right way. And I've kicked people off my travel team. I've kicked people off my college team. Mm-hmm. High school, you can't because, politics in high school.
I don't know what you're talking
But
about.
if you don't want to be a good teammate and there's too many bad things going on around us we can't control. If you can't treat your teammates the right way, and that's part of why a lot of the teams that I'm part of the coaching staff has been successful is they play for each other.
Right.
And when you're having a bad stretch, everybody has them, but if you're playing for each other, you get through it. If you have a bunch of individuals, they don't. Mm-hmm. It just continues that way. Right. So, we talk about it a lot, and it's not just talk. This is the expectation. Mm-hmm. But I would hope that family being a great teammate and that they know I love them.
That's so amazing. What is something, if you could change about travel ball, the culture of travel ball, what would be something you would change?
Let's see. I don't know. I always liked travel ball. I think parents need more education.
Go deeper in that. Explain that a little bit, please.
There are travel ball organizations that a parent will spend more money getting their kid through travel ball than they will their first year of college. I don't like it when I feel like people are taking advantage of it, and you know which ones they are because you go to the same tournaments they do. And all we did on our travel ball team, if you weren't there the year before, then we get you a uniform, so there's that cost. And then here are the tournaments we're going to, we add up the money. Here's the total cost, here's how many players, we split it. There's no anything extra. I don't want anything extra, we just do it.
Got it, okay.
So when you're at the same tournaments as some of these other organizations, and you know what they charge, and it's 3 times what you charge.
Yes.
I don't like that. But some of it is, and if an organization's already good, you're just stuck.
Right.
You're going to have to pay that money. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing as a college coach, I found it like tournaments that I go recruit. When a certain team is playing, a certain organization is playing, Well, the D1 coaches just go up and put a lawn chair down, and they're going to go watch. That you're never going to get around, but there's enough of the next level travel ball teams. Mm-hmm. You don't have to charge that much money. If that's your livelihood and you tell the parents, this is my livelihood, so this is why I'm charging, okay, and they're willing to do it.
Got it.
But I know some that have a job, a good job, and they charge through the nose, man. And I have no idea how much money they end up making. Mm-hmm. Organizations that all of a sudden it's the same organization and it's in like 6 states. You don't even know those people.
Right.
So what are we doing? And they're trying to get affiliated with an organization, down in Georgia with an organization that's in the Midwest. I don't get it. I don't understand it. We need, as college coaches, we need to educate parents. Here's what we need in order to come watch your kid.
Oh,
we're not coming when Division I coaches are at a field, they have a sheet that they know I'm here to watch this, this, and this.
Got it.
Or maybe just this.
Mm-hmm.
They're not walking around saying, I wonder if there's any good players on this field. They don't do it. And they shouldn't. Mm-hmm. When there's not time, and it's just, you can't do it that way. Even I have a sheet. I'm looking for these kids. And then if you happen to see somebody else, great. But you got lucky.
Got it.
That player got lucky that they were seen.
Sure.
I think we need to do a better job as college coaches in educating parents instead of some, not all, some travel ball coaches educating parents. Travel ball coaches are out, you got to do it this. Mm-hmm. No, you don't. You have to get them video. Show interest in their school. Why? I've had Division I coaches tell me when I did travel ball, if a kid hasn't filled out a recruit me that explains why they want to come to that school, not doing it. You're not coming here to play softball. You're coming here to school, and then we have softball.
Got it.
So filling out the recruit me thing, the parents need to understand so that the coaches know this kid's interested, and then put the video out there. I've had recruits going into their senior year while I'm waiting for a Division I offer. It's not coming. Even juniors. Have anybody talked to you yet from Division I? No, they're not going to. Unless something happens in their program that oops, we lost somebody. Mm-hmm. That actually happened to me a year ago. Kid from Alaska, pitcher. Great kid, good pitcher. She was in Alaska. Never got seen that much. But she traveled down to the States for travel ball. Seriously? Every time you play, you get on a plane. But she wanted a Division I offer, so she wouldn't commit. Okay. But that's what has to happen. So finally, and she's a sweet kid. Jolena was her name. She said, okay, if I don't get a Division I offer, I'm coming to McCook. That's all I need to hear.
Okay. Wow.
And then just before it happened, UNLV lost a pitcher and they called her.
Oh.
And I'm like, are you shitting me?
Yeah. No way.
But it was funny because last year I was out at the National Coaching Convention was in Vegas. Mm-hmm. And the pitching part of it was on the UNLV field, and they were using the UNLV pitchers.
No.
And so I got there, and I was walking out in the field, and she came running up to me and said, "Hi, Coach."
Gosh.
And I said, "Seriously? You're going to break my heart and then come up and give me a hug?"
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
But we laughed. But she's having a great time. She didn't get a throw that much, but she's only a freshman.
Yeah.
She's a great kid.
That's awesome.
So, I've went... I recruit late, or not all of them, but I've had Division I coaches tell me, hey, November, December, when everybody wants to sign, don't fill your roster. Bunch of kids think they're getting D1, D2 offers. They're not coming.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you leave your roster open in January and February, March, and because they're going to end up eventually say, okay, yeah, nothing's coming.
Jeez.
I just think we need to educate parents better. But I was last year looking for 22s, and I went to a field. It was in Kansas City, was the tournament, and there were some kids I was going to look at. And I walked up, and the coaches from both teams came up to me and said, sorry, Division I coaches want 24s on the field.
Wow.
And it's like,
Crazy.
oh, no, they rule the roost. It's all good.
Yeah.
So,
But you guys all work together too. So, yeah.
So I think there needs to be some education, and then, lower your expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief. Your kid, well, she wants to play Division I. Yeah, me too. Wasn't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Wow.
All right, Kevin, we've gotten to the point of our podcast. We're going to play a little bit of Lena Says. So I'm going to give you a second because we actually just had somebody submit a Lena Says question.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is from one of our
somebody's
listeners.
pulling rank on me? What the hell?
Well, you said you didn't know what this game was. So now I'm
said
going
he had one.
Well, I know, yeah.
This?
No, we'll do
one.
two. We'll do
Okay,
two.
okay.
Okay, because it's just a quick Lena Says.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
You're a coach that has a stud athlete on your team that isn't the best teammate. This player, however, is a make or break player in game situations. Though there isn't good chemistry when they're in, you earn points that would be critical to winning. Sorry, I'm just thinking of what you and Kevin would say to this. Mm-hmm. You have the championship game coming up, and your difficult player says that they are leaving the team if you don't start them. You know you will not win if you don't have them on your team, but your school has never made it this far in the season. What do you do in a situation like this? Lena says,
attitude is everything, and I'd rather sacrifice that W and hold myself accountable to what I've already said that I wanted from them in the beginning, which would be positivity, team effort, working together. And if I allow that with that one, I've already set myself up for years of having to deal with that. So I want to stick to my precedent of, no, we are a team. It's not I, it's we, and I got to stick to that. But
I like it.
that's me. I want to hear what he has to say, though. Can we?
Yeah,
do that?
Kevin, what
Since
would you
Kevin
say? Kevin says,
We wouldn't have got that far into the season, and that's still been a question.
Oh, yes! Completely agree. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Hope, was the mic up too loud?
I am with you.
I mean, I think I get what he's saying.
I think could you just define-
elaborate on that?
Yeah, just
like she
one more
wouldn't
thing.
still be there?
No, she either wouldn't still be there or her attitude would have
Yes.
It would have
Yes.
been fixed by then.
Yes.
Yep.
I
Right.
completely agree with that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking you were going to say.
That's what I thought too.
Okay, give Lena her scenario. Kevo.
kind of what we just got done talking about educating parents. How, because sometimes I've been accused of being too honest. I think that's where the ass thing comes in. Convincing parents your kid is not Division I. That's probably I'm just tell them, I'm just being honest. And is there a way to go about that is maybe more politically correct?
And not so honest, Lena says.
No, there is not. What is the percentage of high school athletes that go on to play college anything? 3%?
High school, or are you thinking JUCO college?
Or you're talking JUCO?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, either.
I mean, it's such a small percentage of athletes that go on to play at the next level that any parent that's stuck in that, and I guess I don't understand what you can. I mean, if you're really meant to play Division I and you start out at a JUCO, why can that still not happen? I mean, I don't understand why. Why not start there? And if that's what you're meant to do, prove it and do it.
Yeah.
But I don't understand where parents ever think that their kid is the star athlete and they will go on to play anywhere when that percentage is so small. I think mindset is a huge thing, and I know how important that is. But parents, man, and first of all, it should be the athlete doing the work and figuring it out and
right.
putting their recruiting stuff together. And they're the one going to practice. They're the one putting in the work. They should be doing the next level work as well if they're wanting to go on. So I don't know where the parents start getting involved anyways, because that to me just boggles my mind.
Parents ruin a lot.
Oh,
Gosh, we could just probably have an episode
That's
on
a
parents.
whole episode.
Yeah.
They half the time, yeah, no.
I could have a
And they don't and to your point about going to JUCO first, JUCO gets a bad rap.
Yes.
People aren't understanding, and I've tried to tell them. I've talked to Division I coaches with this since COVID. It's changed, and they know they have 5th and 6th year seniors, and so they don't have as much money.
Right.
They know more kids are starting to go to JUCO, so they're going. Obviously, transfer portal is their first recruiting tool, and then they're starting to look more at JUCO. To try and convince a kid or a parent of that,
I don't understand.
I said, no, it comes from D1 coaches, not from me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's all good.
I feel like this was a really enlightening
It
episode.
was good.
It was good.
I'm sad for McCook
I'm
that we've
super
lost
sad.
a gem.
I was kind of like, oh, thank gosh, Kevin's gone.
Well,
Because he keeps throwing me under the bus,
Yeah.
and people now know that I don't work.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if anybody will check on you now that I'm gone.
I was going to say the new guy,
gosh,
the new guy or gal isn't going to have a clue
Yeah.
your hours.
Kevin, I taught you like everything.
You did. You helped me a ton.
I know.
Coach.
See, so
I
I
will
was
be
there.
forever. I'll be forever grateful for everything you did.
Don't forget about the little peons in McCook when you
Maybe
go
not
off.
forever grateful, I have a feeling, but for a little while. Anyways, you
Yeah.
will be.
I appreciate the opportunity McCook gave me, and Coach Olson taking a flyer on a crazy old man.
That's
I will be forever
great
grateful for that.
description.
And the community, welcome. They've been great to me and my family. It's a very nice place. I really do.
Like, I
appreciate
feel
it.
like this is like so follow your dreams. Like,
it is.
just go for it. Leave the page. And I'm not saying I'm not saying what you do or don't make, but it's like maybe what you first went into, what you first decided to do isn't always ending up being like the thing that keeps you going. And I think it's just so amazing. Your story is so amazing in that regard.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's just students. Doesn't have to be an athlete. Well, I'm going to major in this. I said, oh, really? You really like it? I don't know. Everybody keeps asking me, what are you going to major in? So I picked something. No. That's why people change their majors all the time.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. You find what you're passionate
Find
about.
Find what you're passionate about, man, and go do it.
Yes.
Find out.
Yep.
Yeah. Amen.
And I'm a librarian.
It's okay. That's an awesome thing. Well, thanks, Kevin.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
was
Maybe the
awesome.
next guest you have, you'll let them have a fan, not just you
I'm
two.
actually really cool in
It
here.
is nice.
It's
Oh,
like-
yeah.
It's
Like, it
really
is.
nice.
You know,
in
over on
here.
this side of the room, it's hotter than Hades.
You
right
would have
now.
thought in his shorty shorts that
I
he would have
know.
caught a little
No
bit more
joke.
cool breeze, but I guess
Yeah,
not.
I guess not. But yeah, thanks, Kevin. I wish you the best of luck. Don't forget about us over here at McCook.
Yep.
And everyone, thank you again for listening to another episode of Coaching, Caffeine, and Comedy. And I'm your host, Haley Coxa.
And I'm Lena.
And don't forget to go buy those tickets.
Yes, see you September 9th.
Bye.